everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice, but today's video is going to be a all about kind of like college video. I just wanted to like talk about like my experience in college and all that, and the tips and stuff, the do's and the not the do's and the don'ts, but just like everything I've learned in college so far. I'm a junior at a school in Boca Raton called Florida Atlantic University in Florida. So I don't know, I'm a junior. I feel like I have pretty good experience on like what college is like. There's a spider on my window, oh my god. Anyways, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's just get started. So to start off, the biggest thing for me is that money just like flies by in college. There's so many things you just like want to buy, have to buy, food, going out, like not going out, no. Okay, so the biggest thing for me, the first thing is spending money. Like literally spending money is like, I did not realize how much money I was gonna spend in college, just like in general, like being away from your family, like your parents aren't paying for like your groceries, your gas, like giving you like money for like, oh, you're going out to eat with your friends, here's $10, like that's not a thing. Or at least for me it's not. It's just you have so many things you want to spend money on, and a big thing for me, at least in college, is, at least now that I'm a junior, well, I didn't even really eat in the caf when I was a freshman because I didn't like the food. I'm lactose intolerant, so I never really ate in the caf. My biggest thing for me is like just like a big thing is socializing with friends has to do with going out to eat and all this stuff, and buying clothes for this, buying clothes for that, all these like events. And if I'm in a sorority, so like recruitment outfits and this and that, and just like wanting this outfit to wear and wanting these shoes to wear to class and wanting Lululemon leggings to wear to class, like all this stuff. So many things to buy like all the time, and I have realized just my money just flies out of my bank account. I'm not kidding. And I feel like a lot of college students can say that as well. Like you just spend so much money on so many things, and your just parents are not here to just like give you a little bit of cash here and there. So I recently discovered the BUXBO app, which I love. I've been loving just like anything that has to do with like getting a deal. Like if you're in college, like student discounts are like prime. Like if you're definitely in a college town, but I'm not in a college town and I just have like areas that offer student discounts and stuff, like those matter. Like give me 10% off of my meal or whatever I'm buying. Give me 10% off of this. Give me like a sale at this boutique where I'm from or where I am. So the BUXBO app is basically a app that has anything when you think of it: dining, retail, online, entertainment, coupons that are just literally at the tap of your finger. So you can go on the app and you can just see all where they are located. I feel like this would work very well in a college town. I'm not in a college town, so I feel like it would like be very beneficial and have a lot of things around you for like coupons and stuff. So it just gives you all these deals at the tap of your finger, literally, for coupons that are all around you. It shows you where they are, what they're for, and instead of having to coupon, because I know like we're the technology kids, like millennials, and we don't like couponing. Like my roommates and I will go grocery shopping and like buy all this stuff, and we're like, we really need to start like couponing. Like we would save so much money on all this stuff. So yeah, this is kind of like a more like our generation kind of thing, because it's an app and it just shows you. My biggest thing is like I said, dining. A lot of people love getting deals when it comes to like going out to eat and stuff. You can also create a tribe on BUXBO, which kind of means like you're all saving this, not saving the same coupons, but like sharing the same coupons and like getting the same deals as whoever you want in your tribe, and you give like a referral code and all that kind of stuff. So that's also another awesome thing. I made a thing like it was like Sydney Catherine, and then it was like my motto is save money and stuff like that. So BUXBO also has this new thing where you can save coupons that you get like on paper, which no one wants to keep a piece of paper in their wallet. So you can actually scan in the code and put it into your phone, so that it's saved on the app, and it'll tell you like when it expires and stuff, and it'll kind of just save it, and you can just use it like that on your phone instead of having the coupon itself, which is really awesome. But that is actually coming soon. It is not a thing yet, and it will be soon, so that's going to be a really awesome addition to the BUXBO app. So I really love this app for like a lot of things, especially when it comes to retail as well, because I was saying girls love buying clothes. There's so many things to buy clothes for and all that. So, and then they also have an online aspect of it as well, which is awesome. But yeah, so the app, just, I love it. I found it so beneficial just to save money and stuff, because like I've been saying, like going out to eat, like $10 a meal adds up, like literally. And I feel like I go out to eat at least like 3-4 times a week for some kind of a meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, especially just when you're really busy. And like, I don't know, at least for me, I always eat the same exact thing, like every single night for dinner. I just eat like the same meal. So like sometimes I'm just like, I don't want this, so I go out to eat. It's just like, I don't know, you don't realize how much you'll eat out whenever you're in college and away from your family without a family dinner or like a home cooked meal. So I really, really do love this app. I find it very beneficial. If you are a college student, I definitely recommend downloading it because it'll get you a lot of good deals on whatever you need. It has so many options, so many different places. So I definitely recommend checking out BUXBO. I really recommend it, actually. I actually really enjoy using it. I've gotten a lot of deals on when I've gone out to eat, and a couple of things I've done with my friends. With summer, for instance, I was like, I really want to like go do this and that, but I don't want to spend money on it. So I really like this app just because it saves you a little bit of money, and you can still do a bunch of fun stuff. You can still go out to eat with friends. You can still go buy this and that kind of clothing items. So I definitely recommend checking them out. I will have the links down below to BUXBO and all that ish. And yeah, so that's my number one thing, is save money in college, because everything costs money and it adds up. The biggest thing I would have to say for freshman year is that give it some time wherever you are. It takes time to make something somewhere feel like it's like home. That's like my biggest thing. I went to like a mediocre sized school. It wasn't too big, and it's not a college town. So I feel like it was just kind of like I really had to get used to like where I was living. It wasn't so much like, oh my god, college town, there's nothing else to do besides college and everything that comes with college. But I am 4 hours away from home, so I was pretty far. I did get pretty homesick. I would go home almost every single weekend the fall of my freshman year, because I just like really didn't know if I liked the college I was at. But after I kind of just like got involved, and I joined a sorority, and I just got involved that way, and I just met so many new people. It kind of did like a 180. Like I literally just like felt so much more at home. I had so many things to always do. So like my biggest thing for freshman year is to just get involved. Like if a sorority is not for you, get involved in a club, get involved in a sports team. Get involved in whatever you love to do, and it'll literally change your experience. I'm not kidding. It'll give you something to do. And you won't ever feel bored. You'll have so many more people to talk to. If you don't get involved, you could get stuck in this whole like mindset of I'm never gonna meet anyone, because the truth is you're not always gonna be friends with your roommates. I wasn't best friends with my roommates. That's not like a thing. Like movies make it like such a thing that like you're gonna be besties for life with your dorm roommates, and it's not gonna be like that always. It does happen sometimes. You can pick your roommates, but if you have a random one or just someone you're not too close with, like that's not how it's gonna go, or it might not go like that. So you need to get involved in other ways with people that have the same values as you, have the same interests as you, and that's how at least I made friends. As well as I have not made a single friend in any of my classes. Yes, I make friends and talk about my class, but I've never made a friend to where like they're my best friend and we like have so much in common and we hang out all the time. It's more like we hang out to study, we text to talk about this and that. So I would definitely say the biggest thing is to get involved in college. I wasn't involved like at all in my high school, which I mean that was different for me because I stayed in the same like area my whole entire life. Like I literally like did not move once, so I was always with the same people like throughout middle school, elementary school, high school. So it was easy for me to make friends like that because it was just the same people over and over. But when I came to college, I did not know a single person, and it was really hard. Well, it wasn't like super hard at first to like make friends, but you just have to put yourself out there. That's like my biggest thing for freshman year, I would say. And yeah, so that's like a big thing I learned. As for classes and all that, you're not always gonna do well in class. Like that's like my biggest thing I had to learn, was that like it's gonna be hard. It's way different than high school, and that's something that I really had to acclimate to and learn that it was okay to not be doing well in my classes and to need a tutor and to withdraw a class. Like it's hard, especially when I'm a junior now. So now I'm going into my classes for my major. I'm done with my prereqs, and like it's a lot of work. Like I'm a communications major, so I'm like writing like 10-page to 12-page papers in all of my classes and reading this and that and giving speeches and doing group projects. It's a lot. So you just have to get that realization that it's not going to be easy, and you are going to need help, and you are going to need to study. I was not a very study loving person in high school. I did not like to study, and I learned that I have to study in college to do well. The library was like my best friend sophomore year, so I'm just saying that. So you really have to, no, what am I trying to say? You really have to, like, you get what is it? You get out of what you put in college. Like, you can't, I mean, for some classes, I could be wrong. You could literally just, like, BS them and, like, get an A in the class. But when it comes to, like, classes, there are going to be hard classes. You are not going to go through college and not have one single hard class. That's not a thing. So you just really have to put in the work and realize it's not like high school, because it's actually really hard. Not really hard, but some classes can be really hard. So that's another thing I would definitely point out, is that it's okay to do bad. It gets stressful. It's a lot at sometimes. So yeah. And then going along with that, prioritizing like everything, like you're at like school, like clubs you're involved in, things you're involved in, like with me being in a sorority, and then also having a social life, and then also having classes, and then also having a family 4 hours away at home, and having a YouTube as my job. Like, it gets hard. As you guys can tell, I don't make that many videos, and I'm lucky to say that this is my job. But when it comes to people that have literal jobs where they have to go to class and then work, like, it's a lot. Like, you feel like you don't have free time sometimes. But you just have to learn to have that balance. And it's kind of, I still am a junior and I can't figure out that balance, because obviously I like never make YouTube videos anymore, and it was something I was so passionate about. But it's a lot. You just have to realize, you have to, like, my whole thing is, if I want to do this with my friends, then I need to get this done. Like, for instance, I was just doing sorority recruitment, and I literally would go to class, and then I would have to go to recruitment, and I like would wake up in the morning and be like, what homework do I need to get done? Because you're gonna fall behind if you don't have like a set like prioritization of school, and then your clubs, your outer things, and then your family, and then your social life. Like, you just have to like put time for everything in your life, and it'll eventually all work out. Promise. Somehow it does. But my freshman year, that was really hard for me, because it was like I was really homesick, so it's like I always wanted to go home, but I was like, I'm missing all these football games, and I'm like missing this, and I'm missing that, and I just had to realize that like I need to put time into things to make everything all work out. So my number one thing is just, it'll take a quick second to like figure out how to do everything, but my biggest thing is that I've learned, or I've done a lot better than I have freshman year, because I've learned how to prioritize. Because when you first come into college, it's like, oh my god, so many things at once, so many things to do, so many people to meet, so many things to get involved in, and all this stuff. And I mean, it just, you just have to figure out like what is most important to you. And if you're in college, it probably should be school, which I know a lot of people don't want that to be school, but definitely school first. Like, if I ever have anything to do like at night or on the weekend, like, I always prioritize my homework. And if I have a test, I won't like let myself not do things, because I'm like, whatever, like, oh, like I want to do this stuff over the weekend, but I have a test on Monday. Like, I'll let myself do those things over the weekend, but I have to study like the whole week, like Monday through Friday before that, to make sure I'm like good with the test, good with the paper I'm writing or something. I never leave anything to the last minute, because that'll screw you over, because you never know like what you're gonna be wanting to do, or what your friends are gonna want to do, or how you're gonna feel. Like, sometimes I get like really bad headaches, and I'm just like, I can't write this essay. So I like to do like homework a little bit at once and stuff, so it's not like all hitting me at once and I get super stressed out. That's another reason, or another way to like, or another point I was trying to make, is like, that's another way to like not get stressed out. It's to just like, I don't know, sit yourself down at the beginning of the week and just like write out like what you want to do and when you want to do it, and it'll go very well. A big thing that I do, especially when I had summer classes over the summer, I took 3 credits over this, no, I took 3 classes over the summer, so 9 credits. I stayed in Boca the whole summer, and 1 was in class, 2 were online, and I have an online class right now in the fall as well. Online classes are always in the like back of my head, always, like they are just never like something I prioritize. So my biggest thing, I tell like so many people this, is I love the reminders app. Like, I will scroll, like I'll show people, I will scroll through how many reminders I set. I will set a reminder for absolutely anything. I have a reminder every single day at 3 o'clock that says homework, just so I remember if I have any homework, I'm thinking of it because it pops up on my phone. So for online classes, like for instance my fall class, I always have something due on a Tuesday and a Thursday this fall, so I have a reminder saying do your whatever the class is called, homework, on Tuesday, do whatever the class is called on Thursday, homework, and I have it like 2 times during that day on Tuesday and Thursday, so I remember and I don't forget it, because online classes are really hard, or not really hard, are really, like, a lot of people, or at least I forget about them a lot. Like, they're just not something I always think about because I'm not seeing an actual professor. It's not something I have to go to and think about. So that's my biggest thing for like online classes, or just prioritizing everything. Like if I have to, I don't even know, like what else? I don't even know. I set so many reminders for so many things, like just the littlest things. Like sometimes I set a reminder, like reminding myself to do laundry, like just like the littlest things. Reminders apps just like pops it back in my head. So that's my biggest thing for that. So yeah, those are my biggest things I would have to say for college that like I really struggled with and had to figure out, I would say. So I felt I wanted to just make this video because I know a lot of people like watching college videos. I know I did. I know I wanted every tip in the world for everything when it came to college, so I thought I would put my 2 cents on everything that I've learned so far since I am a junior. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to check out my Instagram down below and subscribe if you're new. As well, make sure to check out the BUXBO app. I have everything linked down below for them in the description box. So with all that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.